all week, cold and wet. So that's it.
Well, it's a perfect day for tax day.
Yeah, it's
Tax
the deadline.
day. It is the deadline. You know, I have friends that have not filed taxes in decades. Do you?
I was over at Willis and Jurasek yesterday, and there were people pulling in. I thought it was a fast food window had been.
Oh
added.
yeah. I don't know what I'd do without Willis and Jurasek. I would just like to say that right now. I have no idea. But yeah, what happens to the folks that don't do anything with their taxes for like 10 years?
The IRS eventually catches
Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it takes years and even decades. But when it does, I think they want all that money. So everything all set here? Everyone done with their taxes in the building? Yep, perfect. Good.
Yeah, good luck. You still have really several months because you can file an extension today. It's super easy. You don't even need an excuse. You just file it. And you can do it online too.
Yeah, you can. And then you can spend your tax return on a snowmobile, if you like. Have you ever done that? Have you ever set aside a tax return money to put towards something that you're willing to share?
So, no,
I haven't
no.
either.
Have you?
Not really.
No.
No, I don't think so. Maybe a car once. I don't know.
Yeah, the key is to not have a tax refund because the government's just hanging on to your money, not paying you interest. So,
How about that? Hey, good news for Cedar Point goers. And I have not been to Cedar Point in 22 years. Is that amazing? When's the last time you've been?
Probably even longer.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we'll ever go back. My daughter's getting at that age where it feels like Cedar Point's in our future. They've lowered the price from $85 to $80 this year, if you buy a ticket at the gate. But they're normally $49.99.
$80 to go to
You
see.
buy them online, they're like $50. But if you are like one of those families that just drives and then parks without doing any arrangements, and then you go buy them at the gate, you will pay $80.
Cedar Point is having hiring fairs every weekend between now and the start of park season. They can't find people to work there. Apparently not enough kids in Sandusky that need summer jobs.
My Aunt Kristen worked there for a summer. JTV's Matt Green worked there for a couple summers, and I've heard it's like college spring break for the employees, so sounds like a fun place to work.
The Fox trial begins today, unless they come to a settlement. Yesterday, the judge delayed the trial start to today because there was talk that they might be settling, but it's expected to start today. Fox News being sued by Dominion Voting, $1.6 billion.
Is that all?
For fake news.
Wow. 1.6, how much?
$1.6 billion.
Billion dollars.
Dollars.
Speaking of lawsuits, I saw NBA player Ja Morant is filing a countersuit against the teenage boy that threw the basketball at his face.
Yeah.
So there you go. A lot of lawsuit news.
He invited the kid over to shoot some baskets.
I'm sure that's what happened.
Yeah.
Come on over, let's play horse.
In other sports news, Philadelphia Eagles' Jalen Hurts became the highest paid player in National Football League history yesterday. He agreed to a 5-year, $255 million contract extension.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Guys, if we would have bet on something like this when Jalen Hurts was benched for Tua in the second half of the national championship game, would you ever think 5 years later he'd be the highest paid player in the league? No. Amazing. Absolutely crazy. But he's a winner.
Yes. And who actually pays for Jalen Hurts' salary?
We do.
We do.
The fans. The fans.
Yep.
Big city, Chicago. Gosh, have you seen the shenanigans that's going on in Chicago? I was getting ready to plan my summer visit, but then I changed my mind because hundreds of teenagers had taken over the street in downtown. And if you've seen video of it, it's just nuts. Just blocking traffic, jumping on cars, fighting. 2 teenagers were shot at Millennium Park, which has led Chicago police to have a curfew bag check. And it's just nasty. It's a horrible look. Who would want to go there?
Well, Chicago is a wild, wild west because of the deeply ingrained political
And
system.
there's not enough money. There's no money for the police. There's not enough money.
It's a mess.
It is.
Yeah.
They do not follow the same set of rules, procedures, and law and order that most of the rest of the country has. It is a different world for sure.
Good news, McDonald's is bringing back the Hamburglar.
Oh.
Yes, and they're improving the products. They announced yesterday that they are going to make some improvements to the Big Mac, the McDouble, the hamburger and double cheeseburger. Softer, pillowy buns are
Wait, what?
softer, pillowy
Oh.
buns. They're improving the melt on the cheese. They are getting juicier caramelized flavor from adding white onions to the patties while they're being grilled, and even more of everyone's favorite Big Mac sauce. So more Big Mac sauce on the Big Mac, and the Hamburglar is coming back in commercials. You know what the Hamburglar says?
I don't know if he says anything.
He does.
Really?
Rubble, rubble.
Really?
Yes. That's what he says. Rubble, rubble.
The Hamburglar. Okay.
He knows just that one word. But I don't think they could improve the McDonald's hamburger. I love it just the way it is.
Well, I mean, the soft, pillowy buns, I mean, those are going to be worth a try.
Hold on, though. It won't roll out in our area until maybe 2024.
Oh, my gosh.
They're starting in the West Coast.
Where do they start? West Coast. Everything
West
always
Coast.
starts on the
Yeah.
West Coast and then works its way back here. The ORS Race Series, Family Service and Children's Aid Run, is happening on Saturday, April 29th. You can sign up at orsraceseries.com. A 5K run, walk, and a kids run, 8:30 a.m. at Middle School at Parkside, presented by JTV Experience Jackson, Fortress Cafe, and M&K Jetting.
Does it seem like there's less people around these days?
I was just thinking we have way too many people, but I guess.
Well, according to Bridge, Michigan, declining population is occurring in the state of Michigan.
What?
Deaths outnumbered births in all but 7 counties in Michigan in the year ending July 2022, according to new census figures, a result of the state's aging population and the devastating impact of thousands of COVID deaths. In Jackson County, our population declined because since 2002 through last year, we had 692 deaths and 309 births.
What?
Yes.
Wait. Say that again.
692.
From what days? Oh, 2 years.
2 years.
I thought you said 2002. I almost fell out of my chair.
Since 2020 to 2022.
How many babies has Chris Brown had during that same time?
He doesn't live in Jackson County. So we had nearly 400 more deaths than births in Jackson County last year. So our population declined by that many.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Washtenaw, you can see the in the map from Bridge, Michigan. Washtenaw, Kent County, they had an increase. Births exceeded deaths. Wayne County, wow, more than 2,000 deaths exceeded births. That's another decline. You know where they're all going? Besides dying, Florida.
Northern Michigan.
Florida.
Florida. I thought there was just a study that Michigan's going to be the most desired place to live in 2040.
It is.
I don't
We've
know why
got the
people aren't
water.
buying
You
it.
know, the Colorado River is being.
Colorado River will be dry in 2 years, they say.
The government is saying there's how much water you can take from the Colorado River to each state, and and so we don't have hurricanes. Typically, we don't have.
Typically, we
earthquakes.
don't have tornadoes, but
Well,
that's changed over
yeah.
the last 10 years.
Also in Florida, yesterday, Governor Ron DeSantis, continuing his battle with Disney, he said he's going to restore power to the local government board that was taken from Disney. And the governor said the state is going to inspect the theme park rides.
And I know this news excites you a lot.
And he said, we might just put a prison next to Disney World. He actually said that yesterday.
I don't think that happened. It's a lot of property. So, well, that's exciting. I'm anxious to hear about your next visit to Disney World, when that will be, and if you ran into Ron DeSantis when you were there. I don't think you
So
will.
I don't think Ron goes.
I doubt he does. Today's show brought to you by Sonneborn Orthodontics, Jackson's most trusted name in orthodontics for over 30 years. Thank you to Dr. Sonneborn and staff for helping us bring you today's morning show. Cascades, they are hosting a spring thaw. Hopefully they'll have better weather than today. It's April 28th and 29th. You can sign up at Cascades website or their Facebook page.
I want to say hi to Rebecca Davies, who watches our show every day. Rebecca Davies, thanks for watching and tuning in. Rebecca watches on streaming platforms, which you can do as well. Roku, View It, and more. Find us everywhere, online, as well as here on JTV. We've got the police blotter today. It comes to us from Oregon State Police. And at approximately 7:23 p.m. last Wednesday, Oregon State Police responded to Interstate 5 near milepost 192 regarding a report of U.S. currency being thrown from a vehicle.
What?
Yes. Police located the vehicle, contacted the occupant, Colin Davis McCarthy, 38, of Eugene. He stated he was doing well and wanted to bless others with gifts of money.
How much money?
$200,000 he threw out his car window along the interstate.
What?
Yes. And as you can imagine, caused a traffic jam and backup and just craziness. They said they didn't ticket him, but told him that it was essentially littering, and they gave him a warning.
Did he get all the money?
Really?
Really?
All the money. And if you were to go there today, you wouldn't find any because people have been going there looking for
Really? It's probably all blown away as well. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, I need to thank David Rice, not the one here, but his father. He brought me back a hat from the Masters.
Oh, really? They went to the Masters?
Yeah, Dave's father went.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, brought me back a hat. So
This
thank you
would have
very
been-
much.
Would this have been a good year to go or a bad year to go?
Any year would be a good year. Yep.
With all the rain delays
You
and
just
the
deal
cold
with
weather?
it, right? Still the Masters. Still the Masters. Let me tell you about. I forgot what I was going to
Loves
tell
Living
you
in
about.
Jackson.
Love Living in Jackson, yes. Heather Herndon presents Love Living in Jackson each week. Heather reminds us why it's great to live here. And this week we're highlighting the Jackson Symphony Orchestra. The Jackson Symphony Orchestra is the musical leader in the Jackson area. This year is their 73rd concert season, providing world-class music and music education to the Jackson community. Visit jacksonsymphony.org to see their concerts, music on tap, and community music school offerings. Thanks to Heather Herndon and the entire Herndon team, which added another Herndon, Lloyd Herndon, and everyone at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services here in Jackson.
Yes, Epic Mahler is the final subscription series concert of the season for the JSO, and it should be epic. There are perhaps some high school athletes not too happy this week with the
Perhaps,
weather.
yeah. It was a light scoreboard. Let's get to it. Our Extreme Dodge scoreboard brought to you by our friends at Extreme. A lot of cancellations. All of those baseball, softball, track, and golf things we put up yesterday, all washed out. We had 2 soccer games. Grass Lake 8, Hanover Zip. Grass Lake earned its 2nd win of the season, and then Tecumseh improved to 6-0-2 on the season with a 3-zip victory over Jackson. We'll pop up today's on-deck schedule. We'll see if any of this stuff happens. I wouldn't want to play. Brandon, would you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if you're young, you want to play. Soccer, you can get going a little bit.
Yeah. Soccer, track.
You know, baseball, softball, you can layer a little bit in those sports. Golf, you can layer as well. Tennis, that's a little difficult. So.
Boy, when it's cold and your ball hits the club, you feel that in your
Yeah,
hands.
it can ruin your entire day. So yeah, we talk so much about the weather. Let's take a look outside at our hometown heating, cooling, more SkyCam, and it looks nicer than it appears, but it's a frosty chill. There's Jackson High School. Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More for helping us bring you the SkyCam and weather each day. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com.
Kindergarten Roundup begins today for Jackson Public Schools. They're doing it at each school on a different day. First day at the beautiful new Cascades Elementary. It runs from 5 to 6:30. They want you to get there early because it's a whole program. There will be snacks. They'll teach the little kids how to
Tie your shoes?
juice box.
Oh, the juice box.
Yes. How to
Capri
open it.
Sun straw entry.
Yeah, it's a whole segment on straw entry of the juice box. 'Cause that's
Brandon,
a
when
big-
you were a kid and the straw broke in half, was that a round ruiner for you? I mean,
Those Capri Suns are really difficult. You gotta
Right.
stick them in on an angle.
on an angle, but
So hard.
yeah, if it's your first day, you're holding the Capri Sun and then
Still
you
tough.
squirt the
I still
lunchroom
can't.
egg
I
in the
still
eye.
can't open a juice box or a
Really?
Capri Sun.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I'll use scissors,
Go
cut
right
the
through the
top
hole.
off. I'll
Yeah.
use a pencil. I'll
Yep.
do anything.
Well, it's so people can't get in those juice boxes.
Who's on the show today?
We got a great show lined up. We're going to get things started with Dr. Tim Peterson right after this quick commercial break.